Hello, welcome back to my tutorial for the Megaman game on Java. And if you watch the previous video, you can see that the title, the name of game is the Rockman. But now I change it. I change all the video title to the Megaman. So from now I will call the game is Megaman. Alright. Alright, and let's see what we did in the last part. Alright, in last part we do some simple things like draw a rectangle, and we change the position of the rectangle on the screen by pressing some key like right and left on the keyboard. And in this video I will show you the physical map, but before we do that, I must say something. Yeah, uh, I think I need to open the code here, some code in the old project which I upload to the GitHub, so guys can download it, and the link is below the description. Alright, and you can see here I have many classes. We have a ton of code here, so I can code every line of code in this tutorial. Something in this tutorial I will copy the code and part, and of course and I will explain all the things I copy, and sometimes I will type the code and also explain it. So don't worry about the something you cannot understand. And if you cannot understand, please put a comment, put a comment on my on the comment place, so I can read it, and I will share you the solution. I will share you the idea of the code. I will share you anything you ask me. So don't hesitate to ask me on the comment. Alright. Alright, so let's move to the code. Alright, in the sort package Roman 2. Alright, let's see the old code here. Yeah, we have here something different with the new source code, with the current source code from the old source. So I think alright, but many things in the old will apply for this current code, so you can don't worry about the code that you loaded. Alright, and if you see in my code here, I honestly this source code was coded many years ago, about 5 or 6 years I think, when I was pretty young. Yeah, so the code maybe have some problem. I think that but now I use this source code to make the tutorial, so I must use this because changing this code is the work, is large work. Mm, I will do a lot of work to change to change the structure of the code, so that's not necessary. All right. So no longer just see the code. All right. So we will I will say that all right. So the many thing of work that coding all the class in this package. Yes, and another is in effect, right? But in this package, we will have many difficult things. So we explain it this um, clearly, and yeah, maybe. So now we need to code the game object. Yeah, and you can see in the current code in the class game work stage. You can see we have used an s. We can call this s in is an object. It's represent for a thing that we can update. You can see here we can update the s value. So so that's why we can see the rectangle is changing the position, is moving on the screen. So the work we need to do that uh, make an object that have many property, many property. Those property we can update to change the state, to change many things. Like uh, imagine we have the Megaman. We can see he can jump, he can run, he can shooting, he can die, and so on. Yeah, but as here it just represent for the the position, you know, just represent for the movement, and it even not enough. We must have the y. Yes, here is just s, but on the 2D um, we have also the y coordination for the position uh, of the Mega Man. All right, and we can do this. We can put the y here like this in the same class. If we do this, the code in a class in is many is so much. Yeah, so that's we can't um, yeah, we can organization the codes. All right, I think we need to clear this code. It's not necessary right now. All right, so I need to pivot it to change it by step. Yeah. All right, so for the current code here, we will create a new package. Its name is the game object, and in this package I will create a class named game object. Alright, I will explain something. Alright, in the orient object orient sorry, in object oriented programming, we have the concept that a concept about the the related, like a father class and child class here. All right, that's the inherit property of the OOP programming. So we have here the first class. The root class is the game object. So the game object, what is it consist? The game object is simply have some property like position x and position y, right? Very simple. And in this game, we have the camera, we have the particular object, and the physical map and the background map. All of these will inherit the game object. But today we will use the physical map here first for this video. Alright, so I think I will copy this. Right, before I copy, I will do something to remove that code in the to remove the old code in the game workspace. Alright, just an explanation. Okay, cloud this and go to the game object here and define the position x and the position y here, and create a setter and getter. In NetBeans you can click right mouse button and choose the let me see, insert code, and choose the getter and setter, draws and generate. So we have here all the getter and setter for these two variable. Alright, so let's go here. I will put the game object here. Is the object. I will import by clicking on the lamp with a lamp here, lamp symbol here. Click on it and choose add import for the game object. And here I just call the object, set the position as with the object, get the position as plus more 1. I'm sorry, minus more 1. And for the other case we do the same, but here we use plus sign. Alright, and in the render we just call the game object, I'm sorry, the object, just get the pos s and run it. Oh, let me see, I have some error here. I'm sorry. For the object we need to create a new instance for this object. Alright, and let's run it. You can see Right. And I will do more thing. If the key code is VK up, I will change it to the Y. We will now change the Y coordination. And here VK down. We do the same. But here we replace by the plus sign. And let's run again. And I will press down. Alright, I'm sorry. Need to push the coordination for Y here. Alright, let's run it. Okay, you can see here. Yeah, so you now understand why we need to put some variable to an object. Okay, but as you can see here, in the original code, you can see I use the abstract class here, and here I have a normal class. Yeah, because I don't want to use the game object. I don't want to create an instance of the game object. Alright, so now we don't need this code anymore. So let's remove the code here. Alright, and turn back to the game object and put abstract here. Alright, I will see it in my game object. Alright, we have here the constructor. I will copy the constructor and put here. You can see I put the parameter game will stay here, but now we don't need this parameter, so I will remove it. Alright, and the original, you can see I have float here. I forgot that, so now I need to change it. Need to change to the float. Why I use float? Because in the game we have many calculating with the too small accuracy, so we cannot use the integer. Yeah, the integer with the accuracy too low, so the game is very lag. Okay, here put a float here. And don't forget to ask me in the comment if you don't understand anything in the code. Right, and for the game object here, we will do more code later. Now, alright, now we will code the physical map. Alright, I will create the physical map in the game object package. Physical map. So what is a physical map? I will explain it right now. Right. So you can, if you run the game, you can see the character, the main character, the Megaman can stand on the lane. Right, you can see stand on the ground, and when he go left, he cannot go through the wall here, like the left wall here, and also he cannot go through the right wall, and he cannot jump over the top wall. So why I can do that? Because I use the physical map. The physical map is yes, in that time I do this physical map with yeah, I did this physical map with a not good performance because I use a matrix. Okay, I use matrix. We can call that two-dimensional. A two-dimensional is also a matrix. I use a matrix for the physical map, and every element every element on the matrix I put 0 and 1 and 0 and 1, uh, and the 0 is represent for the represent for nothing, so that the the character and anything can go through like this. If we have a round here, I will put 1 1. I will put the round or the element on this round E1. 1 is a thing, not nothing. So the character need to stop here. If he is falling, he need to stop here because he get coordination with one cell, right? And alright. If we have a left word, I need put the one here, so he cannot go through this. And the right word is also I put one here, so he cannot go through. And all the rest element I will put the 0. The 0 represents for nothing. I need to repeat it again. Alright, so I think now you can understand. The idea here is very easy to understand. Alright, and let's move on to the code. I will see the code here. Now we have alright, we have the physical map first, and then we have a title side. Alright, so all these value where we get, alright, so we get this map from the title side. I put a hard code for this game, and for the physical map I get from a file. So let's open the file. You can see you can open in my source code on the GitHub, a project that you clone from your PC, and go to the file and go to the time map, and you can see. Oh, I'm sorry. Now this is the Cobra game. That's another project. I go to the domain here and the data and see the physical map here. Alright, and let's open it. So this is the physical map where the Megaman running on and jumping and doing everything in this, right? So the first two parameter here is the number of row and the number of column of the matrix, and here is the matrix. The work we need to do here is loading the matrix to the physical map here. All right, so we need to do something. We need to copy this physical map to the Roman 2 here. Create a new folder, name data, and then put the physical map here. Go back to project, and for the alright, I will create a new package, the effect, and create a class cache data loader. This class will load all the things for the game, like the image, the map, and animation. Yeah, many things for the game. That's it. Okay, so let's create a class. I need to click here and create a class cache data loader. I don't like the name in my circle, but I need to put the name is the same with the old codes, so you can understand it easy. Right, and let's go to the cache loader here and find the function that load the physical map. Alright, let's copy this code, go to our class, alright, the physical map. Alright, copy this code for the URL of the physical map, and this is a singleton class, so we need to copy this constructor and instance here. Alright, yeah, I missed the physical map. This class is just saving some data for the game. Think about this. If you load all the access when in the loading state, you can see in many games, before you can play the game, you see the loading state. So that's either time the game loading all the access, like image, like sound, like some game saving to the game. So this is the same, but I don't put it in a loading state. Yes, I just load all the thing the first time when I open the game, because this is the code sample, so I don't need to do that. Alright, And now we have the code here, and I will explain something. So for the load physical map here, you can see I use a file reader. Just use a file reader and then a buffer reader. This is the Java code, and I read every line of code. So for the I read the two lines first. The first two lines here to get the number of rows and the number of column here, and then I define a physical map here. I create a new matrix with this row and this column, and then I use that to read all the row here. And you can see alright, so I use two for loop here. Oh yeah, the block of code below is just the debug. When I load in my the old code, you can see every time you run the game, you see a matrix is loading in the console here, the console place here. So that's emitted by this block, and just focus on this block of codes. I use the two for loop here to read all the things in the matrix. Alright, so can you spend the time to read this code to understand more clearly? Right, I have no time to explain all the things. I think this is easy to understand. If you can understand, please put a comment and I will answer the question. Alright, and we have the cache loader here, and let's go back to the physical map. I will copy all the things for this class. Alright, we'll copy all the class, put here, and the cache loader. Alright, for the first time we don't need this parameter, and here we don't need this, and we import the effect cache data loader here, and get feature. Alright, I will copy the function get physical map. Alright, alright, we copy this and put in our class. Alright, and the update here. Right, because I don't copy the code in the old class, so let's fix something in the game object class set. Sorry, the game object class. We'll copy the update, copy this, and go to the our game object and path here. Alright, and here we don't need this method now, so I will remove it. It's not necessary for now. The camera is not necessary for now. Here, remove it. Remove it. Alright, so we have here the physical map. Physical map, we have a alright. So the matrix we have here is a matrix, and for the next one, the tile side. Tile side is just we have here a cell. We call it a cell, and the tile side is just the width of the cell, right? So because a swell is a square, so the width and the height is the same. And here, alright. So in this video, we just draw the physical map. Alright. We'll go to the game workspace and define a physical map here, and create a new instance for it. And the condition from 0 and 0, and in the render I just use the physical map, draw the magic. Why use G2? Right, G. And let's run it. We will get an error. Right. Why I get an error here? Yeah, because I used the graphics 2D here, so I will remove it. Sorry. I will use the graphics. Alright, let's go back to the game state. Let's run it and get an error. Alright, here you can see we have null pointer here because we didn't load the physical map. So how we can do that? We need to go to the game frame here, and in the first time we initiate the game, we also alright, game frame. Alright, this is the old code. The game Rockman 2. Okay, and in this constructor I will call the cache data loader get instance and load physical map here. Alright, and because the physical map will throw an exception, so we need to catch this. No, I need to surround it by, oh sorry, what is this? Alright, don't need this live code. Alright, let's run it. Alright, you can see here we have the physical map here. This is just a debug, and when we draw the background map we will no longer to see this. Alright, so this part is too long. I think in the next videos in this series we have many video that have the time too long like this, but don't worry, you can uh, I think you have my code, and you just go to the part of my video that you don't know, or you can ask me by typing a comment to the comment place in the video, and I will answer for you. Okay, and so that's it for this video. And if you like the video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe my channel. That's it, the very big support for me. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.